If you're watching this right now, we need your help. Yeah, you. As you know, we release the YouTube version of the show every week, every Sunday night. And while we do appreciate the support you guys have given us, we do have a slight problem. And the problem is that we're not getting enough likes on our videos. We got videos that have hundreds of views and only a handful of likes. We got videos that have thousands of views and only a handful of likes. So we're asking you to hit the like button right now before you even watch the video. Why is that? Because YouTube has algorithms, and those algorithms have rules to where it says if a video is not getting enough likes, they bury it. They don't recommend it to other people, and other people cannot find out about the most infamous podcast on planet Earth, Super Duty Tough Work. That, my friends, is why liking videos is so important. Please just hit the like button. We don't ask much of you all, and liking the video is totally free. It goes a long way to ensure that me and Illogic can continue to make content like this. So if you haven't done it yet, hit the like button. If you've done it already, thank you. On with the show. Check.
Yeah.
Here we are again, folks.
Yeah, Super Duty.
Together again on the radio.
Early morning edition.
Once again.
Know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? We doing it, son. Early morning, doing hip hop podcasts.
Yes.
The right way.
Yes.
Pregnificence and Illogic.
Word.
October 20th.
It's happening.
Autopilot.
It's happening.
New Illogic record.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
October 13th. The 10 Traits of Successful Hip Hop Artists.
Word.
New blueprint book.
Yeah.
Big shout out to everybody who has pre-ordered so far. I appreciate it. And, I look forward to getting y'all's books out starting next week.
Word.
Because today is what, the 3rd?
Yes.
Yeah, we start shipping on the 8th.
Nice.
So I got a bunch of boxes that showed up on my porch this morning. Books in them. Books.
Mad books.
Books and books. And I'm going to be shipping out orders starting a few days. It's getting crazy.
Yeah, I'm starting to package up stuff just so I won't have to do it all a week before.
Bruh, I know this week is going to be a wash for me.
Come on.
I ain't going to be doing nothing but that. And it's always like that. I always tell myself, man, start early.
Yeah, and then you don't. Never do. Last minute.
I'll just wait. Let me just get a few more pre-orders and then I'll start packing them up.
Yep.
It don't work like that. I always get caught slipping, man. So, today, hip hop. We're going to talk about hip hop again.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we did one of these.
Yep.
Album review.
Review time.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some new music. In this episode, we're going to talk about Oddissee. Conway.
Yeah.
Elzhi. And Buckwild of the DITC.
Yep.
And they all got new projects or newer projects out. And we're going to talk about these projects on this podcast. And, we're not experts on music, but we like music and we like to talk about music that we like. And so, I hope you all enjoy this episode. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Word.
We got you stuck off the realness, the most infamous, you heard of us. Official podcast murderers, the show comes equipped with viewpoints to share. Grown man ideas for all those who care and wanna grow, so go ahead and download. Every single week with a brand new episode. You're not alone in this world, cousin, so we share information and honest discussion and keep repping the culture like we supposed to. They spread gossip, but they never come close to. I can hear it inside their tone. They talk about the industry but never left their home. You get laced up with bullet points and such, plus empowering topics that they never would touch. You can put your whole network against the team, but Super Duty Tough Work's the MVP. Most valuable podcast on MP3. Priceless info, but all of it's free. So take these words home and think them through. Super Duty Tough Work is coming at you. You are now listening to Super Duty Tough Work with your host, Blueprint. Raw and uncut. Adult conversations. No shucking, no jiving, and no bullshit.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. Let's do this.
Let's talk about it. First up, album reviews. Oddissee, the Odd Cure album. Now, I don't think we've talked about him before in this podcast,
We haven't.
which is crazy.
Yeah, because I mean, he's in our
lane, in our
yeah, and he makes really good music.
Yeah, consistently
good music.
Like there's probably 2 degrees of separation between us and him.
Yeah, like The Good
most.
Fight, probably one of the best albums of that year.
Yeah.
That's like all I was listening to, dude.
Yeah. So like he's got a new record called The Cure. It's an album, but it's kind of an EP.
Yeah, it's an EP.
It's
more EP.
30 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's got interludes every couple songs.
It's mostly skits.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly.
6 total songs.
Yeah.
And like 4 or 5 skits. And the record is kind of a concept record about, and maybe I'm wrong here, but being an artist during this pandemic.
Yeah.
It's basically like if you were to make a record to capsulize what being an artist is at a time when everything is locked down, people are worried about COVID and all this other stuff, and you as an artist who depends on your money from the entertainment industry is sitting at home,
right?
Because you can't do shit.
Yeah,
that's what this record is about, right? It's a concept record. It's well done.
Very well done. Production is amazing as always.
Yeah. We can just talk about the beats. The beats.
I mean, it's Oddissee, dog.
Yes. He's gonna give you the fire.
He's gonna
beats.
give you some flames.
You're never gonna be worried like, oh man, I hope the beats are good on the Oddissee record. No.
Never had that issue.
He hits you with all types of shit. Live instrumentation. You're gonna get some rhythm guitar work on there. You can get a lot of bass guitar work, solo work.
The drums.
Oh come on, man.
Man, his
dynamic.
Oh come on now.
Yeah, man. Like he gets you with up tempo joints, and most of his record is up tempo. There's like one slower song on here, and by up tempo I mean like 100 BPM.
Yeah, like up there,
95 to 105 BPM, which is like a taboo to underground rappers.
Yeah, right now especially.
Yeah, you don't be touching over 90 BPM, bruh.
Right.
I don't even know if they beat machines go that high. It's just got like a red alarm will go off if you try to raise your BPM above 89.9 BPM.
Not hip hop.
Right. It'll start flashing. Not keeping it real meter will go off. But yeah, he gives you everything, man. It reminds me, too, because he's had this era where as he started to tour more with live bands, his music has started to encompass that sound a little more.
Yeah, it sounds it sounds like a band playing.
Yes.
Even though he is for the most part a sample-based producer still, like he does a lot of sampling of live instrumentation and utilizes it very, very well.
Yeah. And I think that's when you start talking about like production, that's one of those things that's missing a lot of times. Like you can have a good beat, but when you start talking about like good production, it needs to be dynamic. It needs to fit the narrative of the album, the mood of what you're trying to do. And for this record, I thought what was really dope about the concept is like how he had legit phone conversations with his family about real things.
Yeah, with his family, with his manager, I think.
The manager at the end. Yeah, it's like his mama,
his dad's the first one,
granddad, brother,
yeah,
and then his manager at the end. And at first I was like, man, is this real? Because I wasn't sure. Then I started hearing the conversation about his mom with the pepper spray. I was like, oh yeah, that's real. That's some New Yorker shit. But it really made the record come together.
His dad with the stimulus check.
Yeah.
In Sudan.
Yeah, right. He said, how you get a stimulus check? He said, I tell you, because my name's Muhammad. Yo, it's dope. It's in a time when I feel like a lot of people are failing to make concept records properly. This record is pretty fucking dope.
It's really good. And it has a lot of replay value too.
Yeah. Like this is some shit you throw on in the car when you driving in some traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just need to, and it's nice and it's sunny. It's like
good vibes. May
through June, July music.
Yeah, good vibe. Real good vibe.
Yeah, when people start wearing short sleeve shirts and skirts, this album is for that.
Yeah.
Despite it being about, this time when no one is really going out. But the care he put into it, especially to have the conversations like just to make sure everybody's doing okay. It's something you don't think about, but I listened to it and it made me want to call my mama.
Right. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, yo, maybe I should I should be checking on people more.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, how's everybody doing out here?
You wearing your mask?
Yeah, right.
You social distancing?
Yeah.
You know, so it's on one hand, it's like, I was like, wow, would I make a record that cataloged a time period like that? It's something I never really thought about.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, you know what? That's kind of cool, especially for an artist like him who is prolific.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not a guy who barely puts out music.
Oh no, he's every year at least.
Yeah,
every
he'll put
2
out
years.
a vocal album. He'll follow it with an instrumental album. He does
an
that.
EP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the time,
Yeah.
right? And so I think in his catalog, this record is going to be a dope look back at a period of time, which is very unique.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I really like it. I mean, when I first, because I'm an Oddissee fan. Like, it's just, The Good Fight honestly was the first Oddissee record that I had ever fully listened to.
Yeah.
I had listened to some instrumental projects of his before, but as far as him emceeing, like, I knew he could rap, but
Yeah.
I had never really listened to a full Oddissee record. And The Good Fight kind of just got me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ever since then, like, I've been checking for everything that he does. And when I saw that this came out, and it was kind of out of the blue. It wasn't announced.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's been putting out music with a Mellow Music Group lately, and this one wasn't on Mellow. And it looks like he put it out himself.
Yep.
And you know, just seeing like, oh, Oddissee got a new one out, and I put it on. I'm like, yo, this is perfect fucking music for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's perfect music for right now. I can put this on, listen to it, and let it play again, and not be mad at it.
Yeah, it was something else that kind of hit me about Oddissee too is listening to this is like, Oddissee is not, I don't consider him a rapper as much as I consider him an artist.
Yes.
And so when I listen to his music, I don't hear bars that blow me away.
Oh, no.
I don't think he's got the dopest voice.
Nah.
But what he does have is he has the ability to always pick the right beat, to always rhyme in a pattern that complements the beat perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's artist shit. You don't need to be barring out
Nah.
when you can do those two things, because now you're just making good music.
And he says, and the things that he does say are very relevant to whatever he's talking about.
Yep.
Like, he definitely knows how to pick a concept, stick to the concept, and give you thought-provoking things to think about during the time that he's talking about the concept. Like, he's not doing anything crazy lyrically, you know what I'm saying? But everything he says is pretty poignant to what he's talking about.
Yes.
And he's a great songwriter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a great songwriter.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad.
And this is important because as we do go through these album reviews,
There's some things that
that this shines the light on.
Yeah.
You know, because he's not a quote unquote rapper to me anymore. And I think that's actually a compliment, you know?
Yeah, he's grown and evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, the best tracks, the Shoot Your Shot,
Oh, yeah.
the I Thought You Were Fate, No Skips, Go to Mars. But that's 4, and it's only 6
Out of 6.
songs.
I like The Cure too, though.
Yeah, they're all dope.
Yeah.
But those are my 4, like, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm playing these again.
Yeah, I
back
think
to
my
back.
favorite is probably Go to Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Go to Mars is really ill.
Yeah. So, I mean, me personally, I give it 4 out of 5.
At least, yeah, 4 out of 5
no
easy.
less than that, right?
Yeah.
Like 4 out of 5 die lines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Flame emojis.
Yeah, flame emojis. 4 out of 5. Good job.
The only problem I see with it is that it's too short.
Very short.
And, you know, like, although I enjoyed the skits,
Yeah.
it kind of takes away from the flow of the record to
Right.
me. And I think if there was maybe 2 or 3 less skits and maybe 2 or 3 more songs, you know what I'm saying? It would have bumped it up to about 4.5, almost a 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my only.
Because there's what, 5 skits and 5 songs, or 6 songs.
6 songs.
So yeah, it's pretty much. Well, if you count the intro,
Right.
then it's pretty much. It's like even almost at that point. Yeah, that would be the only thing. What I do like though is like they're integrated with like
with each song.
like the music behind the skits is
Bleed into.
it's a variation of the song. So as a producer, if you're gonna do it,
Yeah.
that's how you do it.
Yeah, this is the way to do it.
Yeah, so they're just not just sitting out there by themselves,
Right.
And you know, which is a theme that we will touch on for a later record.
Come on, bro.
And yeah,
Come on, bro.
So 4 out of 5 die lines for Oddissee, and we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Word.
For the last year, I've been telling y'all, new book coming soon. The new book is coming soon. The new book is coming soon. Proud to let y'all know the new book is finally here. It's pre-ordering right now on waitlist.net. The new book is titled The 10 Traits of successful hip hop artists, and it will be out officially on Tuesday, October 13th. In the book, I use interviews, album lyrics, anecdotes, and everything else I could get my hands on to reveal 10 traits that have defined the success of some of the dopest hip hop artists of all time. From Jay Dilla to Rock Marciano to Murs to Mr. Dibbs to 50 Cent to the RZA, Slug from Atmosphere, Evidence, Tech Nine, De La Soul, and many, many, many more. If you rock with me, I need you to go to waitlist.net right now and pre-order your copy. Talk to y'all soon. Peace. All right, folks. Back.
About reviews.
Album reviews.
Yep.
Super duty tough work. You know, we not writing those super long, 45-minute review of an album.
Nah.
Because if it's whack, we probably not gonna talk about it at all.
Right.
Unless we really like the artist. But just to give you guys some idea of what is out there in case you want to, hit play on some of the shit. You look for something new to ride to. Next up, Conway the Machine. From a king to a god.
Griselda. Never fails. Oh man.
Yeah, and all the other shit, the sound effects that they popularized. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, yo.
Look, this record, man. You know what you getting when
You already know.
Conway.
You already know.
Do we have to talk about this album? I mean, look.
Coke rap.
Look.
Coke rap guns.
Gangsta shit.
Bitches. You know what I mean? That's it.
Look.
Bar after bar. Some very witty shit too, though.
Come on, man. I was listening to this, and he's definitely witty. He's like, he got the Big L wittiness.
Yeah.
Big L used to say some funny ass shit. You'd be like, damn.
Yeah.
This is fucking great.
Yeah.
And
Cop pulled me over in my imported Porsche. She said, this costs about $100K. I said, you 40 short.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that line was in my head too. Because it reminded me of some Big L shit. What Big L said shit. He said, don't be surprised or something. I'm not surprised you like me, bitch. If I was you, I'd like me too. You know what I'm saying? It was some crazy shit. It was real similar. Like, yo, they got like the witty thing down where you just find yourself laughing even though they don't say it like it's some funny shit.
Right.
They just say it like it's just, you're 40 off. You know what I mean? Like, hey.
Yeah, when I heard that line, I was like, that is funny as hell, but that's so clever.
But it's hard to keep up with these guys, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I know every record of his catalog. You know what I mean? But the thing about Griselda and Conway is their output is so high, but it's consistent. You never hear no whack records from them. You know what you're going to get. You're going to get some good, solid, gangsta, screw your face up production. At least 3 times on this record, I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, it was a couple beats where I was like, yo, who did that? I had to look up album credits, like, who produced that joint?
This shit make you want to punch a hole in some drywall.
Dog, there's a couple joints on here where I'm like, I had to take it back. Like, just to hear the beat.
Yes.
Just to hear the beat. Not even for the rock. Just to hear the beat.
Sinister, evil sound and shit.
Yo, the joint with Benny and Westside Gun. Man,
I don't remember the name of that one, but I can look it up.
The Spurs 3?
Yeah, Spurs 3. That was on my top track. Yeah, my top tracks were Spurs 3 with that xylophone chime chop.
Man, come on.
Fear of God.
Yeah.
Lemon feature Method Man.
Meth goes in.
Man, Meth been rhyming for the last 6-7 years on the low.
Dog, Meth is probably the most consistent member of the Wu, other than him and Ghostface.
And you know why though? Because Meth is in the battle rap. Once I start seeing Meth pop up at the fucking the URL stuff, and the Canadian shit, I was like, wait a minute, what he doing?
Yeah, he's keeping his ear to the street.
Yeah. And you seen he just had the thing with Math, the battle with Math.
Yeah.
Meth been barring out for a good 5-6 years now.
Yeah.
He's the best rapper in the Wu now.
Yeah, easily.
Like Ghost had his run. And it's Meth's time right now.
Yeah.
He's the one who's still like raising the bar.
Yeah.
And Meth is fucking crazy on there. The Do and Damani, which is like it switches up in the middle to a more sinister beat.
Yeah.
Makes you want to slap somebody.
Yep.
The front lines.
Yeah. Lloyd Banks bars out on here.
Yeah.
His verse is actually pretty fucking dope.
He knew what he had to do.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew it.
And my other favorite joint is that Anza, that fast joint with the Armani Caesar
I didn't
chick.
like that one.
Bruh, his second and third verses.
I didn't like that one.
Get to his second and third verses.
Okay, I had to listen to it again.
And listen to his second and third verses.
Because like that was honestly the only joint on here other than, Freddie Gibbs joint.
Yeah.
I
I skipped the Gibbs joint because it sounds like all the Gibbs joints.
see, actually the beat is good.
Yeah.
Conway's verse is dope.
Yeah.
And then Gibbs does what Gibbs do. You know what I mean?
Gibbs, of course.
But the premiere joint at the end.
Yeah, that was fire.
I listened to it. If he wouldn't have said Premier's name, I wouldn't have known that was a Premier beat.
Yeah, it was real clean.
Yeah, real clean.
Well, the whole album is kind of clean.
Yeah, and they actually have drums.
Yes.
There's drums in this
on the whole
record.
record. Yeah.
Every song, drums.
Yeah, the thing with the Anza track, to me, it's like, I shouldn't like this beat.
Mm-hmm.
This is not underground. But I feel like that shit is him showing.
I can do this shit too.
Yeah. Better than everybody who does that kind of shit, because he is barring out on there.
I gotta listen to it again. I mean,
listen his second and third verses.
I liked his verses from what I remember, but I just like that was the one song on the whole album where I was like,
Yeah, that's the one where I was like, yo, this dude could legit blow up if you keep coming with one of these every record.
Yeah,
he's gonna fuck up. And the record is clean enough,
right,
to where I can see some casual heads, stumbling upon Conway like he's a brand new artist, because of that joint with that chick, and be like, oh, who does Conway do? He the hottest new rapper out.
Right,
this is cool.
This that dude, you heard that Conway?
Yeah,
he been putting out records for 10 years,
right?
But
They
it's
have
like,
no idea.
Yeah, now it's yeah, but yeah, good record.
Oh, really good record, man. It's like I don't really. I mean, production,
superb.
Not a single beat. You know what I'm saying? Rhymes, top tier.
Superb.
It's like if for me and you, I feel like the best writers now are in battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, if those guys can make good records, this would be it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the dopest dudes in URL actually got in the booth and produced.
And did some things.
Yeah. And now they can record. This will be about as good as they can do it. And so it's like, look, man, at least 4 out of 5.
Yeah, 4 out of 5, definitely. My only hang-ups with the record, it is a little long.
How many tracks is it, joint?
It's 14, but it's like 50 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a little long because I found myself listening to it, and just as an MC, listening closer to the lyrics. There's some repetition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of some things, of some topics.
Of course.
Well, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, even some word usage.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just certain things I started to notice like that because the record is so long.
Yeah.
You start to notice those little things just if you're listening that closely. You know what I'm saying? And not just for enjoyment. Like, I knew we were going to review it, so I'm listening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's my only gripe, you know what I'm saying? And he got Gibbs on it. That's, but
yeah, you can't get 5 die lines if you got Freddie Gibbs on your album. Not from us.
Not from us. Nah, it's not coming, bro.
I'm tired of Gibbs being on everybody's record with the same verse.
Yeah, man.
But no, but yeah, I didn't listen to it. I listened to it as just like a casual fan. And you're right, I did have to break it up into listens. Like I got about 3/4 through, got interrupted, then had to come back and finish it every time. But yeah, it is, now that you mention it, you're right. And but yeah, the topics on here, you're not gonna get no crazy variation from nobody on Gazelle.
No, it's not like there's concept songs, really.
No,
it's just bars.
They're not giving you that.
Not giving you that at all.
Nah, but again, that kind of shows how how powerful it is to know what you do well and stick to it.
Yeah.
A lot of artists, they fall into this thing where they want to be, a master of everything, jack of all trades. And it's like, bro, there's one thing that you do really well.
Right.
And people would honestly rather hear you do that thing and expand on it and just really dive deeper into that thing you do than to try to be everything to everybody.
Right.
And Conway ain't trying to be everything to everybody. This dude is like, I'm good at this gangster shit.
Yeah.
I got bars. I'm witty. I can out rap most of these dudes. I'm ugly. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm still gonna kill you.
I mean, and they're all like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think for me personally, I think Benny is the best out of them 3. And I don't like Gun. I like his early stuff.
Yeah.
You know
we had this conversation once.
Yeah, I like his early stuff. When you told me go back to visit the early stuff, I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, he was
like,
crazy.
He was, and even the beat selection on the early stuff was, oh my God. And then it just kind of transitioned once he, it sounded like he was mailing it in a lot of times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And his voice gets annoying, but that's a whole nother conversation. But I think, them 3, you know what you're getting.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so good. Like you can't, you can't not like it.
Right. Because you shouldn't be listening to it if you don't
Right.
don't fuck with that thing.
Right.
Like if you don't fuck with that, then you shouldn't be listening to it. Like, I don't like this shit they talking about. Listen to something else.
Yeah.
Because you know what you're getting right here.
We never talked about Stove God.
Oh.
We never talked about Stove God.
We got to do
Cooks.
him next time.
Oh.
Yeah, that record is so good.
Oh my God. Like that's this just with a little twist.
Yeah, a little artsier.
It's so good though.
Yeah, a little more creative. Yeah, that dude is. We'll do that the next hour.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I just remember when we talking about.
Because I had it written down that we were going to do another one of these and talk about it. But then it's been like 6 months since we've done one of these. So I've completely forgot about that record. But yeah, we'll do that. This is the same lane, like you're saying.
Oh, definitely.
You know
same
what
lane.
you're getting.
Yeah.
And, to me, but yeah, you can't get no higher than 5.
Nah.
You got
I'm going 4. Give me 4.
4. Yeah, I can't go no lower than that. So we'll go 4 on this. 4 die lines. And we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Word.
What's up, everybody? Here to let y'all know we got a brand new 7-inch available on the weightless.net web store right now. The name of the record is Let Us Pray, and it's by the Thermites out of Reno, Nevada, featuring myself, Blueprint on the Rhymes. As you can see, we're dealing with some beautiful clear vinyl right here. The A side of the record is the vocal version. The B side of the record is the instrumental version. And just so you know, there's only 500 copies of this record, and I've only been given 50 to sell total. That means that if you want one of these records, you better act fast. This is the Let Us Pray 7-inch, available exclusively at weightless.net. Get yours before they run out. Peace.
To us, but to them, it's really small. I guess we still need faith like Biggie Smalls. Enjoy the quiet and meditate. Silence the mind, thinking of a better day. Let go of yesterday. Give thanks to the sun for another day. Let us pray.
All right, we back, folks.
Yeah.
Super Duty Tough Work album reviews once again.
Yes, sir.
Up next is a man we've spoken about on the podcast before.
Yeah.
And it is Elzhi from
Yes.
Detroit, Michigan.
Yes.
Before we get into anything, we have to preface all this by saying we think Elzhi is one of the dopest rappers
Yeah, to do it. Ever.
I mean, his cadence, when he's on, his patterns, he got that thing, man. When he's in his bag, he's in his bag.
Yes.
But this record, it's a confusing record to me.
I hit you up.
You did. You text me. I didn't know it was out.
Yeah.
You text me, said, this new Elzhi is, I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, and I was like, because I remember on Twitter seeing people talk about Elzhi, but they were like, oh, it's really good. And sometimes you don't know the people, so I just was like, well, you said it's disappointing. They said it's really good. Let me just listen myself.
Right.
And I found myself to be confused by this record. And the thing about Elzhi is we know he can rap.
Right.
But Elzhi to me is an artist who struggles to reach his potential because his production never matches his skill completely. And not only that, he has hard times pulling together albums because he always has different producers. And I don't think people can really push him to do what's best for him.
Right.
This record, there's 4 problems with this record. First, bad sequencing. The record starts out with the intro beat that's dope. This dude talking, right? But then it starts out with 2 super mellow tracks.
Yes.
The first track is Smoke and Mirrors. The beat is solid, but I don't like him rhyming on there. He sounds offbeat during the chorus. Then he sounds like Wale. You can't make out none of the words he's saying. I'm like, why are you rapping like this to start your album out?
There's no breaths.
None.
Which I think can be cool depending on how you use it. But it's like one long run-on sentence.
Yeah.
And the way that it starts with the kind of the little 8-bar joint kind of in the background a little bit. And when it started, I'm like, is this
sample? Is he just offbeat?
Yeah, like what is going on here? And, you know, he starts rapping. I'm like, okay, you know, and I'm listening and I'm like, I haven't heard anything yet that stands out to me. And the beat is mediocre, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Compared to what he could have. Like, you from Detroit.
Come on, man.
Why don't you do a whole record with Black Milk? You
Thank
know what I'm
you.
saying? Get Black Milk on the tracks, man.
Please hire Black Milk. Pay that man. He's worth it.
Come on, bro.
He's worth it.
Like, him and Black Milk, I think, could make a classic.
They could make multiple classics.
Yeah.
There's no reason for them to not be working together.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like I think this record. Go ahead with what you think it suffers from.
Oh, well, the bad sequence was number one.
Yeah.
Because it starts out with these two weird tracks that should not be at the top of the album. Mellow beats and forgettable rhymes and rhyme patterns. You know, then at track 4, then you finally get to a solid track. Track 5, solid track, and 6. Then you have some weird out ass shit. Like, it's got the sequencing. There's tracks at the end that should have been at the beginning.
Yep.
The shit at the beginning should have been like
In the middle.
In the middle,
Yeah.
It's like this record should not be sequenced in this order. It's sequenced so badly that it ruins the impact.
It's
right?
hard to listen to.
Hard to listen to. I would make a completely different order for it. That's the first problem. The second problem is it's a failed concept record.
Is it a concept record? I don't.
The title, to me, the title implies
that it should be.
that it should be a concept record. You don't choose a title like down 8 times, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or down 7 times, up 8.
Yeah.
Which is basically a saying that's about like if you fall down 7 times, you get up 8. It's about overcoming and challenges. And I thought I was gonna get a record that was about Elzhi's overcoming and the obstacles and the things he had to go through and all these situations, like some real biography. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is what it's gonna be. It's not that.
No.
You got this guy who's on all these interludes talking random shit that ain't got nothing to do with what should be the concept. And it doesn't work. It's a failed concept record. The reason you don't think it's a concept record because it don't work.
Well, the interludes, they could have got rid of those altogether.
He had a couple funny moments, but overall,
Yeah,
it
a
was
couple
like,
funny moments.
shut
but,
up.
Like, for what though?
for what?
Is it like this ain't a funny record?
No.
It ain't supposed to be. Like, so it did. The interludes didn't fit to me.
No.
And then the song concepts were light.
Really whack. Really, really light.
Like, I mean, it wasn't like, I think the rapping is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Not his best,
Yeah.
but I only listened to it multiple times because we was doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have listened to this record once and probably not revisited anything on it just because there's nothing that grabbed me. No beats grabbed me.
Yeah.
You know, no rhymes really grabbed me.
Yeah.
You know, I was disappointed, you know, because it's Elzhi.
Yeah.
It's Elzhi. You expect you going to get barred out. You listen to an Elzhi record. Like, the patterns are going to be crazy. He's even had some in the past, some concept songs
Yeah.
that were amazing.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, I'm going to at least get 1 or 2 of those. I'm going to get some crazy bars. You know, like, he from Detroit. He got access to all these producers.
Yep.
I'm going to get me some ill beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm expecting a 4, 3.5, 4 out of, you know what I mean? I'm expecting.
This ain't that.
Nah, man.
Yeah, which was you touched on what I felt. Well, the third problem is the production is too mellow. It's like, okay, you can have mellow tracks, and there's times when it works.
Yeah.
But it's like Ferndale, that's the dopest thing on here. Potential, that's dope. The Masterclass beat is dope.
Masterclass, I think, is the best song.
Yeah, and
on
it's
the record.
and it's at the end.
Yes.
He should have started the record with that song.
Masterclass should have been the first song on the record.
Yeah, I was like, you should went from the intro to Masterclass. The God track is dope. I hate the interlude of the dude just fucking up the concept. After you done established it, because it was really original and a dope concept. But yeah, and then the fourth thing is the weird horror story tracks. There's 2 of them.
Jason joint.
And the thugged out zombies
Yeah.
that don't. Why are these on this album?
Yeah, man. I don't know.
It's not Halloween. Is this a Halloween record?
I mean, it's October.
Why do we need 2 of them though, Elzhi?
I don't know. If you're going to do that, then do a whole project in that vein. Maybe tell a story
Thank you.
that involves them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. like I love a good story track.
Oh, yeah.
I have many.
Yeah.
But you have to, if you're gonna do 2 weird horror story tracks,
Yeah.
they should be separate. They should be a different project. And then to end with this Jason track, what the fuck does that got to do with anything? You're telling a story about a serial killer or a fictional horror guy? What are you talking about, Elzhi? The Thugged Out Zombie story. Those 2 tracks are too weird.
Now, Thugged Out Zombies is on some crackhead shit.
Yeah.
And I get it, but
it's like,
it seems out of place.
yeah, it's like, it just feels like you could have taken those and done a hood story, Halloween kind of.
Yeah, Tales from the Hood kind of joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would have been dope on its own. Drop it on Halloween. You're a genius. But when you put them on this record that already struggles with song order, production, cohesiveness, it just sinks the record to me to where I'm like, the record doesn't get out of the gates for me.
Yeah.
It keeps like, it's still just, it's slowly creeping. It's like, okay. And then it just slows down. 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of record. And the beats are not terrible.
Right. It's not horror. This is not
bad.
a horrible record.
No.
It's just, we expect more.
It's just
from
there.
Elzhi.
And I'll be honest, I wasn't happy with the rhyming. You like the rhyming. I didn't hear a single thing I thought was witty on the level of the stuff he normally does. Where he rhymed in the pockets that he normally rhymes when he sounds his best.
Yeah.
Part of that's the production's fault, but I'm like, is he mailing in because of the beats or because he sounded better on the Crisis joint he did 2 years ago? And this one is just like, nah, man, it ain't the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to shit on him too bad.
Right.
Elzhi can still out rap a lot of people.
Right.
I just feel like this record never gets out the gate because it has these weird flaws to it where it's like we were talking about the Oddissee record. That's a well-constructed concept record.
Right.
Every interlude contributes to the theme of the record and it's integrated well into the song that follows it, you know, to what he's talking about, to him handling. Oddissee can't out-rap Elzhi.
Right. Right.
On no planet.
Right.
But he can make better records than Elzhi.
Facts.
You know? And he can pick better beats. He has more variation. He knows what he sounds good over. And I think Elzhi just needs an executive producer. Someone who pick the beats you like, Elzhi.
He needs a hot boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's suffering from the same thing that Nas suffered from in a way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he needs someone like I think Black Milk, like we talked about, would be a good choice for something like that.
Yeah.
Because Black Milk puts together his own albums very well.
Yeah, Black Milk will be his hit boy. Yep.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that.
Nah.
And with the irony is that, you know, he remade the Illmatic. He's a huge Nas fan.
Right.
But he doesn't see the parallels between himself and Nas records, you know. But, you know, I couldn't give this no higher than 2.5, 3.
I'm a 3. I'm a 3 on it. Because I like the rhyming a little more than you did. I gave it a 3.
It's like, and like you said, would I revisit it?
Nah, for what?
Yeah, like what track would I revisit it? You know, the Ferndale track is dope, but that's like the only one I felt like it was kind of like transcendent, like it stood out on this record. Like, damn, that's maybe amongst some of your dopest shit.
Yeah, I go to the preface before I go back to this record.
Yeah. So sorry, Elzhi, not meant to shit on you. You're an amazing rapper.
Yeah,
but we just you need a hit boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so last record. Buckwild. Music is my religion. Those who don't know Buckwild is from the DITC, Digging in the Crates crew, which includes Lord Finesse, Big L, Fat Joe, Big Pun, gosh, I'm going blank, OC.
Some of the best.
Yeah, some of the best, AG, Showbiz, some of the best, most classic boom bap that has ever come out in New York. And if you don't know him, then you probably have heard his beat somewhere. But this record is it just carries the torch of that.
It's just bars.
That's it, bro.
It's just a whole, and honestly, like there's not, I've never heard of most of the cats that are rapping on here.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter.
No, because they spit.
They just bars. They just barring out. There's not any real concept songs on the record.
No.
The beats are basically loops, drum breaks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of changes in the production, but the production is strong.
Yes.
You know, very strong. So, I mean, you go into it like, I just want bars and beats.
Yes.
You know, dope rhymes, dope beats. What more do y'all want?
Yeah, you know, where I fucked up at was I listened to this record right after I listened to the Elzhi record. It just really fucked up the Elzhi record for me. Because I was like, why can't we put him over these beats? Can we just make a version of these two? Can somebody who's got the production gear at home make a Buckwild remix to Elzhi's album?
That's funny.
That shit would be so good.
Yeah.
Buckwild just knows what he's doing. Like you're saying, these guys on it, he's got Fred the Godson, Ransom, Flea Lord, Planet Asia, Hus Kingpin, Smith & Wesson. But a lot of these guys are guys I've only heard on Southern Vanguard. Mm-hmm. You know, they play the underground.
Yeah, they play the
shit.
underground shit.
And so, like, I heard of some of them, like Flea Lord and Hus Kingpin and those guys.
Of course, Planet Asia.
Yeah, of course, Planet Asia. But he don't got no all-star cast on this record. But every beat is fire.
Yep.
And it's like some of these beats is just like you listen to them, they make you want to just put your ski mask on. You know what I mean? They make you want to smack somebody. Like, yo, right? You ready to go through this jukes or what?
Yeah, I mean the way the joint opened up with the Bronx Bars band joint, like those strings, like that's some New York shit straight up. That's like so you hear that shit, like you feel like I'm walking through Manhattan in the wintertime. You know what I mean?
With my belly on.
Yeah, straight up with my Timbs rocking.
Right. You gotta wear the Timbs so you wear this record. Camo hat, Timbs. You know.
Straight up.
And a bomber. You know what I mean? A fucking triple pack goose down jacket. But yeah, the rhymes, like you're saying, it's just, there's no concepts, but all the rappers are rhyming like their life depended on it. They got dope voices. They got dope, they sound perfectly at home on this shit. And it's just like, hey man, it is what it is. It ain't nothing complicated, but they're doing what they do as good as they can do it. Which I want to say that because I don't want people to be too pissed off about our comments about Elzhi.
Right.
It's not that Elzhi isn't a dope rapper. It's just that Elzhi doesn't have moments like this.
Right.
Where he's matched for a whole record with production that allows him to do what he does best.
Yes.
At the highest level.
Yes.
That's all we want out of Elzhi.
Yeah, we expect more.
Yeah.
When you get a record from your favorite rapper, you know what I'm saying? Not saying Elzhi is my favorite rapper, but when you get a record from somebody you respect as an MC, you go into it expecting more than you expect from somebody who you just casually listen to. So I know we're critical of Elzhi, but that's only because we know what he's capable of, and what we expect from him is not this.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Yeah. So top tracks on here. Music Is My Religion.
Oh, Flea Lord kills that. Yeah. Kills it.
Yeah. This Sway Couch joint, the Qualified joint with the soul sample at the end, it comes in at the end and moves back. Yeah. New Soul Flow. And then the Asian Kingpins, Planet Asian Hus Kingpin.
I like the Survivor joint too with Smith & Wesson.
Oh yeah. That's dope. That's dope too. Yeah. I mean, it's got joints. You put this on and just let it ride. Yeah. It's not like, I'm gonna skip this. It's got weird interludes. There's nothing going on to distract you.
Yeah, it's just song after song.
Yeah.
Bars, a couple good hoods, some scratch hooks here and there.
That's it. Clean up your crib to it. Wash the dishes. Clean out your car. That's it. You know, do a remodeling project around the house. Lift some weights to it. That's it. Yeah. You're good. Yeah. It's not too heady. It's just, hey, good boom bap music. They did it. I mean, I can't go no lower than 3.5, 4 out of 5.
Yeah,
you know
I give it a 3.5.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, because it's not, crazy, but it's like, for what it is, they did it right.
Yeah, they did it good. They did it right.
Yeah. So that's it, man.
That's all.
That's it. I hope y'all dug this episode, man. And go listen to some of these records and y'all decide for yourselves. And I'm sure some people gonna be mad in the comments about.
They always mad at us for talking about Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? Us hating on Elzhi, they gonna say we haters. But hey,
nobody else got the balls to say this shit.
Hey man, come on.
Look, if you don't like a motherfucker, then you don't care enough to comment on their shit. Right. It's kind of like parenting, right? Like, if you don't love your kids, you ain't gonna correct them.
Yeah, you ain't gonna discipline them. Yeah.
Discipline means that you love them. Like, yo, I love you. I want you to be doing the right things out here.
Right.
It's no different than us as fans. It's not coming from a place of hate. Elzhi's got some classic joints, but he can do better.
And as y'all can tell with Nas, if Elzhi come with a classic,
we gonna give it up.
We gonna give him his flowers.
He get a whole episode.
So
Elzhi, you next. We putting the shit out here. Like, we put the energy of Nas out there. Like, Nas, you ain't bringing it. Now we gotta come back with Elzhi. Elzhi, I hope that you hear this and someone says, yo, man, Show these fools what it is.
Yeah,
Don't let
yeah.
these fools be talking about you like that, L.
Yeah.
And then he says, you know what? I'm gonna prove these fools wrong. See, we got Jay Electronica off his ass too.
Hey, you know?
Look, man, we got a thing over here,
Hey,
man.
we doing things.
If we talk about you on this podcast,
Yep.
you get it together within a year's time.
Mm-hmm.
Nas got it together.
Yep.
Jay Electronica.
He put out a record.
See? All we gotta do is say you ain't on your shit.
Uh-huh.
So we hoping that this shit spreads to Elzhi next.
Yeah.
You know, I pray that he does this shit and makes us do a whole episode about him.
Yeah.
Proves us wrong. And that's it for this week.
Word.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Super Duty Tough Work. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Follow the podcast on SoundCloud. Peace.
Shoot, I got styles already that's more complex that nobody know about. I mean, super duty tough work.